I'm Master Warrant Officer Frank Maman.
Hello, my name is Brian Dowd.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Bruce Bolton.
My name is Andrew Kerr.
I'm Dan Desjardins.
Je m'appelle Nolan Cunningham.
My name is Eric Booth.
Well, I've been in the pipe band for 58 years, and I always saw this photograph of the pipe band marching through the streets, obviously in a celebration mode. I never really knew when it was. And to find out when the 100th anniversary was coming out, that the photograph was of our pipe band marching through the streets of Mons on the 11th of November, I said, there's something that has to get done there. We started talking about it with a few friends, and they said, yes, we have to do something. This has to be the crowning point of the regiment's 100th anniversary of the First World War. So we went to it.
I'm one of the instigators behind this whole trip. The trip came about as a result of an email going around in the piping world, namely the RCMP pipe bands, and I was sent a message pertaining to it. And once I received the message, I saw it and I went, okay, well, if it's going to happen, it has to go through the Black Watch. And I forwarded the message to Bruce and saying, this is a great idea, why don't we do something about it? And he said, yes, let's do something about it. And so I spread the message out through the piping world on the computer, and people started talking about it. And we formed a small pipe band of people who volunteered to go and pay their own way. And most of them had no affiliation at all to the Black Watch. And those people who initially signed up are still with us today. They followed through. And then we had the support of the Black Watch, where there was some fundraising, and members of the regiment were able to come, and then members of the Cadet Corps and the Black Watch Association pipe band. So our band grew to 19 pipers and 8 drummers. The original pipe band for the 42nd that was in Mons was 16 pipers and 8 drummers. So we're a little bit bigger than that, but we did what no one thought we can do. Kind of like the Canadian Army in 1918. So it's a special feeling. It's to get it done. It's beyond words. Yeah, beyond words.
Where did the idea come from?
It came from one of our members who is a reenactor by hobby, and we had talked about it off and on. We're looking for milestones like this anniversary, because they don't come often, and it'll never be celebrated again. So it came from there. So 2 years ago, for argument's sake, that's when I got my phone call saying, would you like to be the pipe major of this crazy adventure? And I actually didn't answer yes right away, because I couldn't believe I was being asked. I was pipe major in the regiment, serving pipe major from 1983 to 1993. I was the cadet pipe major in the mid 70s for a number of years. I was pipe major at another band within Montreal that is kind of related to the Black Watch. They're kind of like a summer job pipe band with that the Black Watch kind of feeds. So I guess I had the qualifications from that point of view, but I didn't think that I was in any better position than any other pipe major to do this job. So it was quite something when I did get the call. I thought about it for a while. I asked who I would be performing with. I did my homework, and I was very happy with the slate of bandsmen. I'm not picky, but I wanted to make sure that everybody was capable, and that if we were going to all of a sudden convene in another country, we had to be able to do it quickly when we got here, and that did happen.
We walked the same street, but curiously I thought it's such a different world. The world of 1918 must have felt so uncertain. There was the hope that this war would end all wars. We all know they were wrong. But it's a world that, even though it's only 100 years ago, the planet has changed so much. The world, technology, society has changed so much. We walk the same streets, but they're not the same streets. The houses may be the same, the pavement may be roughly the same, but it's a different world completely. And I remember as I walked trying to imagine, partly failing to do so, but trying to imagine what must have felt like. But it was such a different world. These people had been brought up in a different world.
I've been with the Blackwatch for a long time. I was asked by my pipe major of the association band, because I play with the regimental band as a corps player. I've always been a corps player with the regimental band, and I helped the association band, and there I'm the leader of the association band, the lead tip of the drum section. And Brian McKenzie, the pipe major, has asked me if I would be interested in coming to for this event, the 100th anniversary of the L'Armistice. And for sure I said, yeah. So I saw it as another trip, another opportunity. But just after I said I would go, Andy Kerr, the pipe major of the outfit here, which also was my pipe major when I started, asked me if I wouldn't lead this drum corps. So I was a bit surprised. I can lead. I didn't know I could lead it as well as this happened this week, which was a magical moment. But he asked me if I could lead. So I told him, well, okay, but if there's any other drummers that are better, I'll hand them the lead. You know, I don't want to impose myself. And if someone's better, well, just go right ahead and lead the thing. So I said yes, and for sure I was a bit more nervous, knowing I had more responsibility of communicating with the other drummers, assigning a position, the music, type of, yeah.
Actually, I think here in Belgium, they're more honest and like straightforward about the things that happen there. Like, for example, they put on a light show the other night to commemorate the fallen soldiers and the things that happened here in the capture and the liberation of Mons. And it was very honest, and it was very straightforward with the brutalities and the things that people had to go through during that time. And it's something that really, really kind of hit hard and was honest with the viewer, and that really puts a new perspective on the things that people had to go through in this war. And it's something that I find isn't really done as much back at home.
And how come you decided to be part of this trip?
Well, I wanted to do it for my dad. I wanted to do it for my brother. And I was here in 2014, and I just had to come back. I had to come back and pay my respects again. I think that every Canadian, if they ever have the chance to please come over, and you'll see what these young men did for our country and why we're free today and why we have what we have today. It was from the blood of these fine soldiers that gave their lives up for us.
And how did it feel to walk in these streets today?
It was very special. It was very special. For two reasons, because I was reproducing what the Blackwatch did. The same route, approximately the same times at the 11 o'clock ceremony, about the same time. I know for my grandfather, I've been here 10 years ago, and when I walked in from the Rue Nemi into the Grand Place, when I was walking down the street, I was going, this seems familiar. I had this feeling like I was there before. So I walked into the Grand Place, turned around and looked back, and that was the route my grandfather took into Cray, which is what we did today. So it was just like, this is strange, like, you know. So to follow not only Black Watch footsteps, but family footsteps, literally, is very special. Yeah. Very moving. Yeah. Yeah, very moving.